today's video is going to be my December favorites. I really hope that you guys all had a wonderful holiday season. No matter what you celebrate, I hope that you ate good food, I hope you had good company, and I hope you have a wonderful new year as well. Today's video is probably going to be a very short. If you watch my favorites videos, you know that I rarely have a bunch of new makeup products to talk about. I've recently become very cutthroat when it comes to my favorites videos. I don't want to mention anything that's not a true, honest to goodness favorite, because I would hate to recommend something not having used it enough and then have you guys go out and spend your hard-earned money on something that I recommend that I don't know yet if I stand behind it 100%. So I just have a couple of things to talk about today, and none of them are makeup. One is a makeup brush, but that's as makeup-y as it gets. So let's go ahead and talk about that first. This is the Morphe M523. This is my very first ever Morphe brush. I have tried their eyeshadows. I love their eyeshadows. I've never been disappointed by their eyeshadows, and so I had high hopes for the brush. Kaiser, can you lay down, honey? When Morphe came to Ulta, I was so excited because the Morphe website charges you an absolute arm and a leg for shipping. So for that reason, I don't think I've ever actually purchased anything off the Morphe website. I have one Morphe palette that I believe I purchased off the Lady Moss website, and then everything else that I have from Morphe has been from the Ulta website. So I was so excited to see that Morphe was coming to Ulta, because then you can get the points, your Ulta rewards points. But this brush, I bought it specifically for bronzer, and I love it for bronzer. I do think it could be just a little bit fluffier. This is almost like borderline contour if you like a really diffused contour. This is what I use to bronze up the face today. I like it because it's the perfect shape for the cheekbones. I bronze up my temples and around my forehead, the sides of my nose, under my lip, around my jawline. It's the perfect shape for all of that. I actually ended up with two. And this one I actually use for sort of like concealer or powder underneath the eyes. I'm someone who usually does my foundation before I do my eyeshadow, but if I do my eyeshadow and I want one of those like sort of winged out eyeshadow shapes, but I don't want that like harsh tape line, I will use this to blend out the edge of this concealer right here, because then it looks a little bit more blended, but still a line, just not as sharp, if that makes sense. It is a little bit big for underneath the eyes, especially in this inner corner here, but I just really like it to carve out the shape of the eyeshadow on the outer corner. This one here is the one I use for bronzer, and this one I use for the under eye. It's the exact same brush, but the more I've used this for bronzer, the more it's sort of not frayed out, but you know how when you first get a new brush and you kind of need to like break it in a little bit? This one has gotten a little bit more fluffy the more I've been using it for bronzer, which I appreciate. And Morphe brushes is a super affordable brand. So next, these were an Amazon find, which I'm so glad that I found them. They're these little handbag organizer things. They're by the brand Huria? I don't really know, but they have 3 different sizes: large, medium, and small. This here is the medium size. It comes with, I think, like 12 pockets. But it's basically just a bag that you put in your bag to organize it. This medium one I like to use in this bag right here. It's by Union Bay. Adorable, right? I think it looks like a little bit childish, but I don't care. Like my inner kid just loves it. And the only reason why I don't really carry this one anymore is because it's big and I have a problem with overpacking my purse, and so since it doesn't have like an over the shoulder strap thing, this thing was just too heavy to carry around all the time on a daily basis. But this medium sized bag organizer works perfectly for it. It's got the big sort of pocket in the middle, which is where I would keep my wallet, my keys, the stuff I grab for regularly. And then on either side, it's got these little mesh pockets, and then these sort of more padded pockets, which is great for my phone, things like that. And then on this side, it's got some different sized ones. So this one here was perfect for like my pens and highlighters and stuff that I keep in my purse. And again, it's some bigger sort of padded. And then in the big pocket, there's zippered pockets right here, which isn't hidden, but It's a little bit more secretive, so that's where you could keep maybe larger bills, things like that. So like I said, this is the medium size and it comes in a bunch of different colors. This is just the plain black one. And currently I'm carrying around this bad boy. And again, I have a problem with overpacking. This is a Liz Claiborne. My mama gifted me this. And this medium size actually does fit in here. It just doesn't elicit a lot of room for digging. So there, as you can see, I have a leopard print one in here and it's the small size, and it just makes it so easy to see everything that I need to see. And I'm not digging around looking for everything that I need. As you can see, my wallet's here. I have my little change purse right here. I have my sunglasses here on the side, so it's easy to see, easy to grab. I have my anxiety meds down here. I have my little touch-up powder here, hand sanitizer here, my lip products, perfume, beauty stuff there, and a pen and a highlighter. And then again, in these sort of zippered pockets, I keep my checkbook, post-it notes, stuff that I don't need to reach for and grab easily or quickly. The one downside I would say to these sort of organizer things is that it makes my purse a little bit heavier. But with this bag, I don't mind because it does have the shoulder strap, taking a lot of the strain off of mostly my bicep. There was this one time a couple of weeks ago, I was carrying this purse with the organizer and all my junk in it, and I was walking around a store like this for an hour or more, and when I woke up the next day, my bicep was sore. That's how you know your purse is too heavy, people. All right, next favorite I want to talk about is another weird one. And in my last month's favorites, you guys were telling me that you like my weird favorites and how they're interesting, I believe was the word everyone kept using. And this is weird. This is more of like a household kind of a thing. But look at these little tissue boxes. How cute are these? I was so excited when I saw these, honestly. Who else gets irritated beyond belief? I know I cannot be the only one. When your Kleenexes are sitting on your table and you go to pull one out and the entire box comes with it. Don't even tell me that that doesn't annoy you, because that drives me nuts. These little cylinder things are a little bit heavier, so that doesn't happen. You can just pull out your Kleenex and you just get one Kleenex. And I like them because they take up less sort of like surface area space and more vertical space. And let's be honest, they're cuter. I think they're cuter. Ooh, this would probably fit in like a cup holder. You know what else this would be good for? Once you use all the tissues, this would be the perfect car trash can. I'm doing that. These are gonna go in the cup holder in the back seat of my car. That way you can just like stuff your wrappers in there and then you don't end up with garbage all over your car. One coffee item I just really want to mention really quickly. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know. Am I the only one who didn't know that Starbucks has low calorie, low sugar frappuccinos? I also mentioned this in a vlog, so if you follow my vlogs, you also already know this. But yeah, Starbucks has light frappuccinos and the calories and the sugar content are like ridiculously lower in the light version. I would say they taste a little bit different, but not different enough to the point where I can justify the amount of calories and the amount of sugar in the regular frappuccinos. Also, the light frappuccinos, I believe they make them with non-fat milk. I think they taste better with almond milk. However, they charge you like 75 cents extra to make your drinks with almond milk, which I mean, I think is ridiculous. I carry around a little thing of caramel in my purse because they also charge you extra for a shot of like a flavor, which I think is ridiculous. So I just order mine how they come with regular non-fat milk just to save freaking some money, man. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that really quickly. If you didn't see my vlog, you can get a light frappuccino at Starbucks. And the last coffee related favorite that I have is this bad boy. I'm sure you've heard of these. These are Yetis. They're ridiculously expensive. My wonderful father-in-law and stepmother-in-law sent Cam and I some Yetis for Christmas. Oh my goodness, the second I made my coffee in this thing, I burned my tongue. Because I'm someone who puts enough cream in my coffee that I can pretty much drink it right away and it's the perfect temperature. But I made my coffee just like I normally do with the same amount of cream I always do, and I burned my tongue. Then I went to the store. I left my Yeti with my coffee in it in the car. It's December. It's cold. And when I came out of the store, maybe 30 minutes to an hour later, my coffee was still warm. And yesterday I drank some ice water out of this thing and the ice was in this mug literally all day long. I believe it was like between 8 and 12 hours and the ice wasn't melted yet. So not only is this great to keep your coffee warm, but it's great to keep your water and anything else cold cold. These things are amazing. Everything you've heard about these little Yeti things, amazing. So like I said, this favorites was gonna be rather boring, rather short, rather un-makeup-like. But there are some makeup products that I got this month that I will be testing out through the next month. So maybe next month's favorites will have more makeup in it. Make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss that. And that's everything for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine. And I will see you guys next time. Do you guys like my new little sign? My grandma gave us that for Christmas. Isn't it so cute? It's plugged into my laptop right now because I don't have enough batteries for it, but it is battery powered. So once I get new batteries, I'll be able to like, the cord won't be there and it won't be gross. But it's a little light up sign and you could like switch around the phrase. You can put whatever you want on there. And I just thought it was perfect for my background. What is that? Also, my mother-in-law gave me this scarf. How adorable is that? Love it. It's really soft. Done, son. Is that the wind? Ooh! Focus. What was that? Oh, that was just my lens cap, don't worry. This is a Liz Claiborne of my mama. This is a Liz, ow.